That was scary, I guess. Oh, hey, hey guys, how was everyone? That was actually funny what happened. I have no idea. That was, that was outstanding. Hey, how are you? This is Ali, and today we are going to talk about grammar, present simple, and present continuous for the pre-intermediate level. So, before we get started, how are you? How are you, everyone? I hope you're doing good, healthy, uh, inspired, all the positivity in the world. So, how is everyone doing? How is everyone doing? You're doing good. I don't know about you, but I am feeling very powerful today. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just woke up a with a like uh how can I describe it? Um very like okay, you understand. So much energy. Hello, Miss Melik. Hello, Mr. Mahmed, sorry. Hello, Mr. Tazjkan. Hello, Mr. Arhan. Hello, Mr. Tamer. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Arhan. Thank you so much. Now, that means a lot. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it. So, how was your morning, guys, so far? You know? Mr. Arhan, I believe you just woke up or you woke up earlier. Hello, Mr. Kadir. Welcome. Hello. Hello. Glad to hear you are fine, guys. Glad to hear. That makes me happy. Peace out. How is everyone? Early. You woke up early. That's nice. Not me. You know, I believe if I woke up early, my energy will go. So I wake up before the class 1 hour, 2 hours, so that I can restart myself and, get prepared mentally and emotionally. Hello, Mr. Mehmet. Welcome. Hello. Hope you all doing well and keeping yourself healthy and quarantined during this dreadful times that we are uh, been through so far. The outbreak, the COVID-19, the social distancing, the contagious virus, and everything. Uh, I hope you and your loved ones never had any such dreadful cases of this uh, pandemic. So I guess we need to start and get right into what we are going to discuss today. So, uh, basically, today we're going to talk about the present simple and the present continuous and how we describe personalities and so on. So, basically, this is how the tenses are functioned. So first of all, I would like to start with the word order as the pre-intermediate level. And there is actually a fun way that we can understand everything that we have here, as you see. So starting with grammar order, word order in a question. So we have 1 to 4. So those are our questions for today. So let's read them together and let's put them in the correct order. So born where your parents were. So can you put this one for me in an order? I would be very happy. I would be delighted. I will appreciate you. Can you do that for me? Mr. Tamer said, where were your parents born? Very nice. So what we have here is the question word, then the auxiliary verb, then we've got the subject and the continuation. Am I right? Tamer is what? Thank you, Mr. Tamer. Correct. Absolutely and utterly correct. Now, what is the tense of the sentence? What is the tense of the sentence? You must have a bit of clue about the tense of the sentence. What is the tense? What do you think? Anyone can answer that? Absolutely. Thank you, sir. Now, number 2. We are doing this because there is a point behind it. I want to teach you something before we start. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Very nice. Correct. So now, number 2. Where from teacher or is? Uh-oh, that was really mixed. What the tenses need to be like? If you put that in order for me, I would be very happy. Thank you so much. Where is our teacher from? Where is our teacher from? Again, what is the tense of the sentence? Thank you so much. Very cool. Where is? Is, am, are usually used, well, they are used actually in the present simple and other tenses, present tenses, I mean. So, very nice, very smooth. Thank you so much. Jumping to 3. And I don't know why my 3 is going to be like this, but let me. Yes, I did it. Name your how you do spell. Name your how you do spell. Put it in order, tell me the tense, and let's move on to 4 so that after we can check and we can see why we were doing this in the first place. How do you spell your name? How do you spell your name? Okay, what is the tense of the question? Very nice, Mr. Tamer. Very nice, Mr. Taskin. Very hard here. What is Task chicken? Task. I'm suffering here. Help me out. Present simple. Thank you. So sometimes when we do a question in the present simple, so we need to put do in the question, or does, of course. I spell Tamer. Tamer. Oh, thank you. Okay, moving forward to 4. Here we've got did last you go night out. Did last you go night out. Ah, Tashkin. Tashkin is nice for me. Tashkin is good. Did you go out last night? Did you go out last night? Now, this is obviously present simple. Now we're using did because it's present simple, and this is how we reform or form a question from present simple. And the verb after that, as Mr. Tamer and Mr. Ismail wrote down for us here, is there is did you go out last night? So did is the auxiliary verb here. We have the subject, we have the verb, the verb, which is the main verb and the base form of the verb, because we're using did. So let's check here something. Okay, so after we did that, we're going to jump to page 126 so that we understand what we did, and also at the same time we need to get right to the present simple and explain everything about it. So here, page, let me check fast, 1 to 6, that would be 1 to 8. Let me check again. 1 2, I can't write. 1 2 8. There is no written here. Let me try something different. 1 to 8, jump. 1 to 8. Come on, what's wrong? Okay, here we go. Sometimes like, what's wrong with my laptop? Sometimes you have like this feeling like, did I do something with my laptop? Something broken or something? Okay. So earlier we discussed the word order of the question. Here we've got something to help us out in case we forgot or we have any problems while we are making a question. Either it was past or present or so on. Welcome, Mr. Engen. Thank you. Hi, welcome. Okay, so question with do, does, did in present simple and past simple. So basically we have the following here. Welcome, Ms. Esme. Welcome. Here we have a question word. After that auxiliary we've got, and then we've got subject and the infinitive verb and the continuation of the sentence. So here we've got where does your sister work? Exactly the same, the auxiliary here, the subject here, and welcome, Mr. Adam. Welcome. Now, if I got somehow confused of how making a question like that, here there is a little help for you. So, if you are making a question which starts with auxiliary verb, make in your mind this word, like this word, keep it in your mind. Use asi, if you can say that. So auxiliary, subject, infinitive. So some questions, there is no question word here. As you see here, there is no question word whatsoever, which means this question starts with an auxiliary verb, which means the answer might be yes or no or extra explanations to it. However, here he's trying to tell you, don't be mistaken, be careful, because when the auxiliary comes, the subjects come after and the continuation of the sentence. So here he's trying to help you. He said to you, you use the auxiliary verb here. After that, you're going to use the subject after the infinitive. Now that's in case it starts with an auxiliary verb. If it didn't start with auxiliary verb, which means we start with a question word, where, when, what, how, and so on. So you would use this initials, okay? So you've got those initials, and that I don't know why I'm doing like that, but hopefully. And this one. So you have ASI and you have QASI, QASI, which means like you can order the question in any tense you would like, but you have to know, you have to analyze the sentence. You have to know where is the word, the question word, and where is the auxiliary verb, and where is the subject and the infinitive part, which is the verb. So here, Q stands for question word, A stands for auxiliary verb, and S stands for subject and infinitive, as you see it here. So question word, auxiliary, subject, infinitive, and so on, the way you're making questions. So this is, I want just to clear it out for you so that you can understand. So what you have here is the following. You have here the initials ASI stands for auxiliary, subject, infinity, and you have QUASI, which stands for question word, auxiliary, subject, and infinitive. To remember word order any questions. Now this is only in a question, either it was present simple or past simple. This is the form of both. Okay, now we will talk about the past simple here, but we will go a bit fast because I prepared for you here the differences between present simple and present continuous. So we are going to talk about present simple here, but inside our book, our English file book for our school, Just English. And after that, we will discuss the differences between them and examples. Now, as you see here, we've got I, you, we, they, and he, she, it. In present simple, there is no difficulties, which means if I used those subjects, I, you, we, they, I usually work, no subject pronouns, but in the sentence it might be as a subject. So When we are using them, we are using the base form of the verb. Now, this is how present simple is easy. You are taking the verb and you are using it in your sentence. But how and where and what time? That our question might be next. So, I usually work at home. I usually work at home. As you see here, usually the adverb of a frequency, the adverb of frequency comes a lot. Oh, I'm sorry. You can make it HD. This is a full HD broadcast. Make it. There is 3 dots. Make it brighter. I will zoom a bit for you. So here, as I said, I usually work at home. The usually is the adverb of frequency, of course, which is used commonly in the present simple. Then we've got here the negative part of the present simple, which is they don't live near here. So if we want to make the present simple negative, we need to add do or does. Okay, so if you've got they, we, you, I, you use don't with them. However, if you have, on the other hand, he, she, it, and you want to make it negative, you need to add does. And we will get right into does and do and so on. So it doesn't often rain here. So you have to keep that in your mind. Even the sound of the sentence might seem a bit weird when you are using he, she, it with do, which is wrong. So it don't live near here. It doesn't sound good, and grammarly it's wrong. So we don't want to do that. I don't want you to do that. So here, the positive is I usually look at home. Holly knows me very well. Now, if we are noticing something, when we are using he, she, it, the something changes with the verb that we have. So here is the S for the third person that we will discuss like here in this table below. However, this is the addings that we are adding. For example, if you're talking about the past simple, you need to use the pace, the second form of the verb. If you have write, it will be wrote. However, in the present simple, we are using it the same as work. Like work, I'm not writing worked. So we're using the same verb. When we are using those pronouns, if you, we, and they. But he, she, it, here the things are changing. So Holly knows me very well. It doesn't often rain here. So again, when we are using the negative form of the present simple, where we are using doesn't and don't, remember, the verb here stays the same in both cases. Now here, it stays the same even though we are using it. Why? Because here we are adding the es to the do, so doesn't. And we will also discuss why does that happen. Exactly, by the way, it's the same. It's for the third person. Here as the third person, here is the same. But here he can't add just s because there is a vowel, so he add es to it. Then here we've got the question part. Do you speak French? Do you speak French? Again, do is the auxiliary, you is the subject, speak is the infinitive and the continuation of the sentence. A-S-I. Auxiliary, subject, and infinitive. Sorry, Then when we come here to the question, when we are using he, she, it, welcome, hi, we have this here. Does Alice like jazz? Again, the third person es. Now he adding es because here we have the o for do, which is a vowel. You can't add an s third person to a vowel unless you're adding es to it. So does Alice like jazz? The verb stays the same. The verb stays the same. There is no differences. However, here when you are talking about a positive kind of way, the s adds to the infinitive verb that we have. Now, when a question starts with an auxiliary verb, do, does, and all that we have have you, has you, and has he, has she, and so on. Usually, do I work at home? This is a question, but usually is wrong. Do I usually work at home? And you can't ask yourself this question. It does not make any sense whatsoever. So the question with auxiliary verb starts with auxiliary verb. Generally, the answer need to be in a negative or a positive with a yes or no, but you can always add extra information to your answer. For me, that will not be a problem. Do you speak French? Yes, I do. And I also love Spanish language and the Russian and the German. Look, I can add so much information to the question. It does not end with just yes, I do. Like, do you speak French? Yes, I do. And that's it? No, that's not it. You need to add. This is how beautiful is English. Communication is important. So when I ask you a question, even though it starts or it ends with do and ends with yes, but you can always add something to it. However, here he's talking about the general prospect of the answering a question with does and do. Welcome, Mr. Ansar. Now, does Alice like jazz? Yes, she does. Remember, you are using the same. You have here do, and here you have do. You are using the same auxiliary verb when you are answering, because you're still talking about the present. Okay? So here we've got the formation of it. Now here, he's trying to explain to you where we are using the present symbol. So the present simple for things you do every day. Things you do every day, every week, or for things which are generally true or always happen. How I get sentences from that, I will show you a few minutes later. So for things you do every day, like walking to school, like going to a sport club every week, every year, traveling at summer holiday, for things which are generally true, which mean let's talk about scientific facts, like the water boils in 100 degrees centigrade. For example, this is generally true, and things that always happen. I don't have any example on my mind, but I prepared example we can discuss together a few minutes later. So he said here we use don't and doesn't to make a negative sentence and do does to make a question. So don't doesn't negative, do does question, as we discussed. Don't and do takes I, we, you, and they. However, does takes it, he, and she. Now here he's trying to explain to us the changes that occur on the infinitive, which is the verb. Okay? Here what we have. So the spelling rules for the third person, the spelling rules, which mean what are the changes that occur to the verb when we are using the S for the third person. Okay? For he and she and it only. So here we've got the infinitive. Work, study, finish, go, do, and have. So if we want to change all those verbs in the third person, like we are talking about he, she, it, only he, she, it. Now here, what you need to do is the following. Work does not need anything. Just add s to it, as he mentioned here. You need to add s to it. Works. Third person, we are using it with he, she, it. Present simple. Again, here, study. Now, this is changes that occur, and between now and then, those changes always occur. Like, for example, study, studied. We always change the y. We turn the y to I, then we adding ed to it. Now, y is always a problem where, like, generally and commonly, when we have a y, we turn it to I. So, when we add the s for the third person, that what happens. Studied here, studies. So the constant plus y, here we've got we've got I, E, S. So the Y turning to I and we add ES. Now why are we adding ES? Because we have a vowel here. That's why. Then we have a finish. Finishes. Now here he said we are generally add ES after CH, CE, GE, and CH. So now I want something from you guys, if I may ask, Yani, if I may ask. Can you give me words that ends with CH, CE, GE, and SH? Can you give me a sentence? Welcome, Miss Layla. Welcome. So can you give me a verb, infinitive verb, where it ends with those letters? You have finish, finishes. So the last one we have it. So GECECH. A verb which ends with CHCEG. Can you give me any verb? You have anything on your mind? Watches, thank you. So that's CH. Then we have change, thank you. Changes, appreciate it. Yup, yup. However, changes, when we add S to it, we just add an S, but it looked like an ES to it. Yes. Eyebrows, what? Then we have just CE, brushes. Thank you so much. We have just CE now. Can you give me any word end with CE? Brushes is very good. CE. Any word ends with CE. Any verb, not word, sorry, verb. You're talking about the infinitive here. Any verb end with CE. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. A verb. Aha. Thank you, Mr. Savasch. Thank you. Dances. Cries. Thank you. Now cries, it's like study. We turn the Y to I, then we add ES to it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you. So then we have the two verbs which are go and do, which absolutely turn to goes and does. Now you ask me why. It's the same process here. We've got a vowels, so we are adding ES to it, like goes and does, as you see it. Then this might be a bit confusing for some of the students. Sometimes have does not mean we are talking about the present perfect or any other one. Sometimes have used as a normal infinitive verb. In that case, when it's used like this, the third person is has. And be careful, don't be mistaken by this one. He, she, he, she, it always takes has, while you, we, I, and they takes have. So here he said change to S. The VE changed to S. So sentences is correct. Reaches, yes. So basically be careful. Have and has, they are not quite different, which means the VE just gone. So you can't say have is. There is no such thing as have is. Don't make mistakes like this, or I will kill you all, okay? No mistake like this. Now, here we've got examples. Let me go back here. Examples, but in the same time, I want to point out something which is the adverbs and the expression of frequency. Now you will say to me, how I know about the adverbs and expressions of frequency? I tell you how. After this class, I want you to go search in Justenglish YouTube channel for videos about adverbs and adjectives, and make sure to check adverbs. And I believe I did that video, so I want you to check the adverbs of frequency and adverbs of manners, so that you can understand why we are using frequency here with this particular tense. So here, present simple, we are using the adverbs of frequency. So as you see here, you have often or British often. We often go out on Friday night. She doesn't usually study at weekends. I'm never ill. I'm never ill. He's always late. So those are the adverb of frequency, and I can go on with that. There is rarely, there is frequently, there is occasionally. There is so much adverbs, and we have videos on Justenglish YouTube channel. You can check them out all. I discussed all of them. And here she gets up early every day. So frequency, what is a frequency? Which means something you're doing it like between time and time. Sometimes, by the way, sometimes is also adverb of frequency. So every day, which means you are constant, you're doing that every day. I'm walking to school every day. So he walks to school every day. So and so on. Now twice a week, again, when I say frequency, which means something you are doing on a daily basis or weekly basis or monthly basis and so on. We have English classes twice a week. We have English classes twice a week. Yes, sir. Often. You can say often or you can say often. Often is British and often is American. Yep. Now here we're coming to the mistakes that we should not do. So we often use the participle with adverbs of frequency, and he gave you here example: always, usually, often, sometimes, hardly, ever, and never. There is a lot of adverb frequencies, but this is what you will need in pre-intermediate. So adverb of frequency. Now the position of adverb frequency. Again, check the video about frequencies, adverbals, and also about the manner, adverbs of manner, and the position that they might be in, and the exceptions where they might be in. So adverb of frequency go before the main verb. So go again to the sentence. Here, often, usually, never, always, they all came before the main verb. So here, often, the main verb is go. This is the main verb. Look, this is the main verb. Adverb of frequency comes before it. The main verb here, adverb of frequency comes before it. He's not talking about the auxiliary verb, the main verb. Here, however, it's a difference. Why? Because the adverb of frequency sometimes comes after an auxiliary verb and before a noun. So sometimes it might change because auxiliary verb can be changeable in all the places. Again, check the video. It's important, guys. Yes, barely, seldom. Yes, however, seldom is quite informal, so we're not using it that much. However, I recommend in writing essays and formal letters, we use seldom and frequently. Frequently and seldom are informal and not commonly used. But that's very beautiful. Thank you, Mr. Istanbul TV. Or thank you, Istanbul TV. Okay, so here he say comes before the main verb, and here comes after the be, which is the auxiliary. Recently, yes. No. Recently. Recently. It's frequent too. Yes, correct. Rarely. Yes. 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 They all correct. Yes. But be careful. Don't mix the manner, the adverb of manner, with the adverbs of frequency. Quite different, and also their the rules can be different. So he say here before the main verb and go after the auxiliary verb, the be, the verb to be. So here she's never ill. She's ill never. You can't say that because the auxiliary verb here, she is never ill. So it needs to come after the auxiliary verb or before a verb. But in this case, we don't have a verb, as you see. Remember to use a positive verb with a never. A positive verb with never. Why? Because never is negative, which means if I use never in my sentence, which means I am not, which I am actually, the never is the negative, which is not. So you need to use positive with it. Like if it's negative and negative, it's collide. It will not be a correct sentence. So never is negative already, adverb of frequency, which is 0% of chance of having everything and nothing. And so we will not use as here, as we have right now. It never rains. It never rains. Again, the third person is here. The S for the third person, rains. So we can say it does not never rain. That's absolutely and utterly wrong. We cannot see that anywhere, everywhere, even in spoken English language. So be careful, guys. Again, please, I really urge you to check the video of the adverbs of frequency and manner, because you will understand why never is negative, even if you don't know. Because there is actually a table of frequencies from always to never. And from always is 100%, never is 0%, so you will understand everything in between. For example, sometimes it's 50%, and so on. Now, expression of frequency, it can be like this: every day, once a week, and it's right, twice a week, 3 times a week, between day and day, you can say that. Usually go at the end of the sentence. And he said usually go at the end of the sentence, which means some occasions, sometimes there is always an exception about that one. Okay, exceptions are always there, keep that in mind. Now we were talking earlier here about the present simple. Now we will talk about the present continuous. After we will take a general exercises about both, and we will see how much we get what we discussed today, guys. So present continuous, as simple as can be. Again, be verb ing. So be is the auxiliary verb basically. So you have is, am, and are. The verb, it can be anything, adding ing. Now when you add ing, be careful, some verbs can change. So here we have a examples of the I'm very happy too, Mr. Mohammed. I'm actually not happy. I am delighted. Yes, that's what I am. Thank you. So here, what are you doing? What are you doing? I have actually here. It's funny that starts with this one, because I have here for you guys this exercise. What are you doing? And we have pictures here, and we will choose one of those and we will pick it. However, now let's not show you the fun. We will show you the fun after the second hour of our lesson. Right now, just explaining what we will do about. So, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm sending a message to Sarah. So basically, you will say, what are you doing? If someone's sitting near and he's doing something. So if I have phone and I'm doing something, my friend asks me, what are you doing? Which means right now, and I am doing it. Okay? I'm sending a message to Sarah. Here we've got number 2. My brother is doing a 2-month course in the UK. So while we are speaking about him, he's in UK doing the course. In this picture, the woman is standing near the window. Here, again, we are describing a picture. We are describing a picture. In this picture, the woman is standing near the door. So if you want to describe things, we are using the present continuous. How? I will give you an examples afterwards. So here we've got, for example, in in this view, let's say, there is a car painting on the wall, or so on. So if you have a painting, a picture, you want to describe something, for example, you saw your friend, so what would you say? Like, he's wearing a black jacket, leather, blah blah, leather shoes. He's got laces on. There is a zipper. He's wearing boots. So he is wearing, describing, and a picture or a person or so on. Yes, I am working. Pleasure is all mine, Mr. Mohammed. Nice to see you too here. Thank you. So, again, we will get right into that more deeper. So here, use the present simple. Where we use it, again, for things that are happening now at the moment. So when I ask you, what are you doing? Which means you are doing it right now. I am looking at you. You are doing something. Basically, we are using this with babies. If you have a child and he's playing with phone, you look at him, what are you doing? You know? And especially in this fast speech talking, the native speakers, basically, they shrink everything together. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? It's like this. So this is where, for things that are happening right now at this moment. 2, for temporary things that are happening now, this week, etc. Then to describe a picture or anything on your mind. I am making a pasta for my son's birthday at the moment. Yes. Just saying I am making pasta for my son's birthday, they will understand. I will understand that now you are doing something. Okay? So at the moment is perfect. If you don't use at the moment, no problem. I will understand you too. Now that's why the tense is very fun. Okay? Thank you. Now here comes the forms, which are very easy, not very hard. So you have the auxiliary verb, the verb plus ing. Here you've got the auxiliary verb, the be verb, the verb to be, am, is, and are. And here, if you want to make it negative, just add not. You, we, they. Of course, you, we, they, here a bit different sometimes. Now, you are working. We have you. Remember, guys, you is actually used for one person singular and for plural. So if I am talking to someone and he is just one person, I was like, you are late. Okay, for example, that's not talking about the sentence. You are late. But if there is a bunch of people we've got here, like 5 people, you are late. It's exactly the same. So you is used for singular and plural in English language. Here, it does not differentiate between them. Here, if you have you, use are. You can't say you is working. Some students, they make this mistake. I will ask why. They will say because there is a one person, but they don't know that are is used with you all the time. So one person, you are working. So much people working, you are working. Okay? Thank you for the sentence, Miss Asma. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Ismail. Then it's exactly the same. You are working. Here, as you see here, you're working, not you are working. You're working. We and they, it takes, if we want to make it in negative, so aren't working. You aren't working, we aren't working, they aren't working. He, she, it, there is no changes whatsoever in the present continuous. Now, when we use he, she, t, it, in the present simple, there is a third person s adds to the verb. In the present continuous, there is nothing added to the verb except the ing. Keep that in your mind, be careful there. Here we have the question, are you working? Is he working? Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Yes, he is. No, he isn't. Remember, when you have a question which starts with an auxiliary verb whatsoever, the answer starts with yes or no, but exactly are using. For example, are you working? So if one person, yes I am, or yes we are. If so much people, yes we are. Are you working? Yes I am. Just like one person. I'm talking about myself. Yes I am. But if there is 5 here and someone say, are you working? Yes we are. Okay. No I am not. No we are not. Is he working? Yes he is. No he isn't. This is this basic stuff that we discussed. Now the spelling rules, it not need to be very difficult. It need to be very easy, no confusion. Yes. So I'm listening to your lesson while I am doing something different. You can say that. Yes. Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you, Miss Esme. So here the spelling rules are very easy. There is no difference whatsoever. The present simple, we add an S to it. However, the present continuous, we add just ing. And some changes that might occur when we adding ing to the verb. So you have here cook, study, live, and run. Cooking, studying, living, running. Here we are doubling. My cousins, both of whom have a master's degree, are working abroad. Very nice, Miss Jida. Very nice, very cool. Yes. So they are working in another country while we are speaking. Very nice, yes. Now, here in this cases, we are adding this ing. In other cases, careful, don't delete the I and add I. So it will be like studying. It will not be like this. So it's the same, just adding ing to it, don't be confused. However, live, cut the final E and add ing. This is always, when there is an E at the end, just remove it and ing. Double the final consonant and add ing. Like running, because there is a vowel before it and so on. Let's talk about this one. So here we've got present simple or present continuous. So what do you do? I work for Microsoft. What are you doing? I'm checking my emails. Now, as you see from the sentence, the differences are like huge. Okay, so what do you do? I'm asking about his work, and he's right now working in Microsoft. What are you doing? I'm checking my emails, because he's checking his emails right now. Now, here are the differences that we've got. Use the present simple for things that are generally true or always happen. Generally true, always happen. Present continuous for action happening now at this moment. And we normally use verb which describe states or feelings. Non-action verb, want, need, like in the present simple, not continuous. So the non-action verb used with the present continuous here. Now let's jump fast before we go break. Let's jump fast here. Let's check something out. Now this is just a fast understanding of where we should use the past simple. So we said present simple is used. Let me take my yellow pen. If I can write here. Yes, I can. No, I can't. Okay, no problem. Here we have things which are always true. Water boils at 100 degrees. Those things are always true. This is a scientific fact. Water boils at 100 degrees. Remember, the boil here is the verb. And in the present simple, we are adding the third person S to the verb, because water, which means it boils at 100 degrees. So we're adding S to it. Permanent action situation or nearly permanent, true for a few years at least. Here, Julie lives in London. So she's living in London now, but we don't know if she's going to move on, she's staying, but for now, she lives in London. Habits are things we do regularly. I drink coffee every day. every morning. Now this is the adverb of frequency here, which comes generally and commonly, usually, let's say, in the end. So I drink coffee, normal verb, there is no changing into it. I drink coffee, and that is all, no changing. Coming here, future events which are part of a timetable. Future events, part of the timetable. Now I discussed the future tense also in another video. I want you to go check the future tense video, because we talked about a future tense which used actually in the present, because it is scheduled. There is a timetable for it. So my plane leaves at 8 o'clock. So basically his flight is not leaving yet, but it will go 8 o'clock. But because there is a timetable for it, which means there is a date for it, there is a place for it, and time, we using the present simple here. To talk about the future after certain words, when, until, blah, blah, blah. So I'll call you when I get home. I'll call you when I get home. Again, those are commonly used in the English language. Commonly. So you need to get yourself comfortable with using them. The sun rises in the east, sets in the west. Yes, this is something we all know, generally true. So we are using the present simple. Very nice, very cool. Yes. So I'll call you when I get home. I'll do something when I get back home, or any sentence that you might need. And you have when, until, after, before, as soon as. Okay? So I'll travel as soon as I get money. I'll travel as soon as I get money. Now to talk about what happens in books, plays, and films. Books, plays, and films. So if you want to describe for me a movie or anything, use the present simple. Easy and very easy to use. At the end of the book, the detective catches the killer. At the end of the movie, the detective catches the killer. He puts him between two bars. So here we've got, fellas, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the general uses of the present simple. Let's jump to present continuous here. So present continuous, things which are happening at the moment of speaking. The water is boiling now, so we can put in the pasta. I love pasta. You should try pasta with sauce and tuna fish together and mix them after with pasta after you boiling them and everything. The taste is like heavenly taste. You know, it's beautiful. Try that, okay? Let's try that. Before we get right here, let's take a break, guys, because I don't want time take advantage of us. We control time. Time doesn't control us. So I'll go break very fast, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and I will be right back to you. Okay, so stick here and I will be right back. Okay, we will discuss present simple, then we will talk about those actions that's here happening, so that we can know and actually memorize what we are discussing in the continuous tense, present continuous. Okay, so 10 minutes, 5 minutes break, and I will be right back. Okay, see you in 5, 10, or 15 minutes. But 15 minutes is so much, so 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, thank you. See you after a few minutes.
Olduğun yerden hemen kalkman gerek. Adım at ki gerçekleşsin her dilek. Bekliyor seni parlak bir gelecek. Sen ona gittikçe o sana gelecek. Justenglish'le şimdi sen de dile gel. Justenglish'le şimdi sen de dile. Justenglish'le şimdi sen de dile. Şimdi sen de dile gel.
A word for the joy and smile, a world where everyone only by satisfaction and learn to survive in the outside world, Justenglish style. Learn, play, sing and dance, do what you don't see anywhere else. Learn, play, sing and dance, do but do Justenglish style.
Hayat devam ettikçe bitmez bu yarış. Sen de bir dil öğren, macerayla tanış. Hayat devam ettikçe bitmez bu yarış. Sen de bir dil öğren, bu dünyaya karış. Justenglish'le şimdi sen de dile gel. Justenglish'le şimdi sen de dile gel. Justenglish'le şimdi sen de dile gel. Justenglish'le şimdi sen de dile gel.
Knife.
Knife. Enthusiastic.
Enthusiastic.
Pronunciation.
Enthusiastic.
And enthusiasm. Enthusiastic.
Reci bilmiyorum.
Recipe.
Recipe. Recipe.
Bir daha.
Recipe.
Clark.
Clark.
Clark. Pronunciation.
Justenglish'le şimdi sen de dile gel.
Ain't that just beautiful? I mean, come on. I am sorry I stopped the music, but we need to continue our lesson. It was like beautiful, like jamming, you know what I mean? Hello. Yes, Miss Azme. Yes, afiyat olsun. Enjoy your meal. Enjoy your meal. Okay. Hello, welcome back, and we will continue now with the present continuous, and we will do the exercises that we have for you today. So, here we go. Present continuous and where it's used. So here, things which are happening at the moment. So the water is boiling now, so we can put in the pasta. So basically, if you are cooking something and you are talking about adding stuff to the things and so on, or you're working at the office, the papers are ready, are being processed and so on. So the water is boiling. Is boiling. A temporary situation. Again, here, permanent situation. Here, you've got temporary situation. Julia is living in Paris for a few months. Usually, she lives in London. So this is the differences. This is permanent. Julia lives. And it's true for a few years at least. But here, temporary, which means like a few months. Okay? Situation which are slowly changing. I am getting better and better speaking English. I am getting better and better speaking French. Situation that are slowly changing. Either if you are sick or you are... when he says slowly changing, it can be good, it can be bad. So I'm getting worse and worse. I'm getting better and better. I'm getting faster and slower and so on. Here, habits, things we do regularly, temporary, or new habits. I'm drinking too much coffee these days because I'm so busy at work. I'm drinking too much coffee at work. So either this is a new thing that you are up to or you are into, or this is temporary for a few days and I will forget this one. Okay? Here we have annoying habits. Annoying habits with usually and always. My flatmate is always leaving the kitchen in mess. My flatmate is always leaving the kitchen in mess. Oh, again, adverbs of frequency. Again, my flatmate is always leaving the kitchen mess. So this is another way we can use the present continuous. Now here we have future tense and talk about the future certain words. Here, definite future plans. I am meeting John after class today. Definite. Okay? I am quite sure. That's it. That's my plan. I have it. I'm meeting John after class today. Then here you've got to talk about people in pictures and photos. As we discussed earlier in our book. In this photo, my mother is walking beside a lake. So for example, you have a girlfriend and you brought her your family house, your parents' house, and you are showing her your pictures when you were young. So this picture, I was playing thing. However, this is past, but in one way or another. Or you can say, in this picture, my mother is sick. My mother was, or my mother is playing football with us. My father is playing. However, it's better can be when we are using past tense, but we are just describing a picture or a photo. And remember, always, you're intermediate. Oh, that's even better for you. Like, I don't believe in levels, you know. Levels are built so that we can separate the students' levels, but the English is one, you know. So in this photo, my mother is walking beside the lake, and so on. So you need to give a little intro first in this photo, and we can continue the sentence. We have very fast notes here before we go exercise because this time is killing us very fast. We use the present simple with stative verbs. We can't use any continuous tense, including the present continuous tense, of course, with stative verbs. That's obvious, of course. If you're asking what is stative verbs, which mean the infinitive, the normal verbs, okay? So in continuous, you can't. You add ing. So now let's do the exercises that we've got. We've got this one, and this one. So let's start with this one. This is the present continuous test. We will do together now. Gorgeous people. So, I want something from you right now. Can you see him? This man? Let me adjust. Yes, no, that's much better. So, oh, we have TRT here. Oh my god. Okay, so what he's doing. What he's doing. Look at him. Look at him. What he's doing. Anyone can tell me which sentence we need to use. Now this man, I want you to use this exercise because it reminds you of how you use the present continuous. Okay? So what are you doing? What are you doing? The answer here, or what he's doing. So which one? Looking for his glasses. Looking for his... It's correct. Thank you so much. Next one. What he's doing. Looking for... Very nice. Now, what he's doing. Very nice. Miss Savage, Miss Nursach, Mr. Muharram. Thank you. What he's doing. He's picking up his glasses. Yes, mechanist. Thank you. It's correct. Now, what about this one? What he's doing? What are they doing? Correct, guys. In this part, what are they doing? He's praying. Praying. Is there any praying here? Praying, playing, painting, eating, digging, cleaning. Okay, praying. Thank you. So he's praying. He prays every night before he goes to bed. He's praying. He prays every night before he goes to bed. Again, he prays every night. This is the present simple here, guys. He prays every night. Every night. This is the adverb of a frequency that we have. And the verb pray at the third person s, prays, because he, she, it, as we discussed. Thank you. What he's doing. What he's doing here. What he's doing. Which one? Banging a drum, building a wall, chopping a wood, destroy his computer, eating soup, ironing his shirt, chopping wood. Thank you. Chopping wood. The mechanism, the act of is chopping the wood. Thank you. He's chopping the wood. Now we have is the auxiliary verb, then the verb plus ing. Remember, doubling. We are doubling the consonant here. Ing. He chops wood about twice a month. Twice a month is the adverb of the frequency here. He chops wood about twice a month. So he's regularly do that. He chops. Thank you. Here, what he's doing. What he's doing here. Beautiful people. What he's doing here. Which one we were going to use here? He's reading, writing, dancing. They are kissing. Which one? Eating soup. Playing chess. He's playing chess. He plays chess with his friend every Friday evening. Now, the adverb frequency or the phrases or the expression of the adverb frequency can be changeable. as we discussed earlier. So every Friday evening, that's a frequency, and he plays chess, verb plus the third person s. What he's doing here? What is the gentleman doing here? What he's doing here? Painting a picture, taking a picture, waiting impatiently, kissing his dog, her dog, climbing the tree. What this man is doing? Which one? Watering. Where is the watering? Thank you so much. So the sentence here is, the sentence here is, he's watering the flowers. Thank you, Miss Mechanist. Thank you, Miss Layla. Correct. Thank you so much. So he's watering the flowers, which means he's giving water to the flowers. So he's watering the flowers. He waters the flowers every day in the summer. Every day in the summer. Expression of frequency again. He waters, of course, the S is for the third person that we are using in the present simple. Here, however, we have the is, am, are, plus verb ing in the present continuous. Moving on. What he's doing. What this old man with the glasses doing. What he's doing. Which one is it? What he's doing. Keep up the energy, guys. Very good answers. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Keep up the vibe, keep up the positivity, and keep up answering. Playing with a car. He's playing with a car. Again, he's playing with the car. Thank you, guys. You are actually using the present continuous when you are speaking. Thank you. So, he's playing with a car. Isn't he too old to playing with cars? Isn't he too old to be playing with cars? Here, the present continuous is perfect here. No problem whatsoever. Isn't he too old to be playing with cars? No, that's a different part of having a actually this is the verb be plus, this is the actual, now this is, you will not see open, this is the actual present continuous where he said there is a be and the verb plus ing. So be is the verb to be playing with cars. Moving on. What he's doing. What he's doing. What he's doing. I need a chiropractic. My back is hurt and it's like tick, 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 tick. What he's doing. What this gentleman is doing. Use the present continuous. Taking a picture, yes? Taking a picture. Thank you. He's taking a picture. He takes hundreds of pictures every year on a holiday. Every year on a holiday is a frequent something. Here he is taking a photo. Very nice. Thank you. So, he takes hundreds of pictures every year on holiday. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. What this fashionable gentleman doing? What he's doing? What he's doing? What he's doing? What he's doing? He were taking a picture. He was taking a picture, but now this gentleman doing something quite different. Reading. Is there anything? Yes, he's reading. Thank you. He reads every day after dinner. Every day after dinner. Now, guys, the expressions of the adverbs of frequency can always change, as we saw now. So every day after dinner, to fish already is already. At least 3 times a day. This is a frequent something. Thank you, yes. 9. Ooh, what they are doing. What those beautiful old ladies or, I don't know, teenagers doing. Which one is it? Which one is it? Which one is it? What are those ladies doing? What are they doing? Oh my god. Oh my god, Layla. Oh my god, Miss Layla. Digging? Oh my god. No, cheering. Thank you, Mr. Mehmet. Thank you, Mr. Mechanics. Appreciate it. So we're talking about the last one. They are cheering their team who have just scored 3 points. Who have just scored. Cheering their team. Yes. Whoa. Very enthusiastic. Oh, now that's beautiful, guys. That's gorgeous. What's happening here? There is love, yes? There is so much love. There is love going on here. Which one? What are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing? No, that's very difficult. Am I right? Am I right? What are they doing? Thank you. They are kissing. They kiss every time he rides into a battle. Now, check this, the second part of the sentence. They kiss. What a... Yeah, right. Okay. So, they kiss every time he rides into a battle. So, every time, that's the adverb, the expression of frequency here. They kiss every time he rides into battle. He rides. Now, if you notice here, he rides comes very at the end of it, but still it's a present simple. Guys, please make sure to like and subscribe and share our YouTube channel. To Justenglish YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Share, like, comment, follow Instagram, follow everyone. I mean, come on. Let's learn English, guys. That's the beauty of the language. What he's doing. What he's doing. By the way, when I'm asking a question, I'm also asking the question in the present continuous. What he is doing. Easy. What he's doing. Playing football. And that one is easy. He is playing football or she's playing football. We don't have he is, so she is. That's a girl. Okay, I don't know that. So she's playing football. She plays after school every day on the sport field. Every day, every day. Again, the verb with a third person s and the present continuous with subject, the auxiliary verb, and the verb to be, or and the verb plus ing. Thank you, guys. What this man is doing, like he's like pushing it to the limit, you know, he's working. What he's doing. I just answered the question. Am I right? This one. I just answered the question. I'm sorry. I was just saying it and I didn't know it's written there. So excuse my quick answers. Sorry. So he's working. He works at his computer all day long. Now all day long, it's like always. Like every time. Thank you. Yes. Thank you, guys. Very nice. Very cool. Very beautiful. I like it. What he's doing. Oh my god. This man either a magician or something. What he's doing? What he's doing? What is that? What he's doing? What he's doing? what he's doing. What he's doing. Shouting, yes. Ah! Like this. I hope I didn't scare you. He's shouting. He's a loud mouth. He's a loud mouth. He is a loud mouth. Here, we don't need to use a verb. We don't need to use a verb. Here, just an adjective to it. He is a loud mouth. Yes. Thank you, Miss Helen, Miss Layla, Miss Jida, Miss Savach. No, Mr. Savach. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. That was beautiful. Oh, someone is hungry. Someone is hungry. What is that? What this woman is doing? What this woman is doing? Anyone can help us out? What this woman doing? She's drinking tea, banging a drum, ironing his or her shirt. He's eating soup. That's a Turkish çorba. I'm just saying, I'm trying my Turkish right now. He's eating soap. I'm sorry, he's eating soup. Soap. He's eating soup. He eats soup at least twice a week. That's the adverb expression of a frequency, and the verb here with the third person s, and he is eating a soup. What he's doing? What he's doing? What he's doing? Tomato soup. Well, I love all soups. Like, they are all healthy, they are all amazing. But there is one specific soup that my Turkish friends recommend, which is very healthy, especially in the morning. However, I forgot its name, so. Knocking. Yes, he's knocking on the door. He always knocks before entering his boss's room. Now, guys, I wanted to show you this specific exercise because it makes you understand why we are using the present continuous. Okay? I mean, it's happening in front of you. It's happening right now. Okay? While we are talking. It's a continuous and it's a GIF, so you can see that. So this is my point. There is a 50. You can check website. You can go and do anything you like and check it out. Here, we will do something quite different. Here, we will do something quite different. Here we have the task number blank. So here he's teaching you. Also here only present continuous. Before the earlier we did, there is present continuous, but at the other sentence is the present simple. So here we have an example. So this is present continuous or progressive. Continuous, progressive. Aynı. So example here, is she reading a magazine? So we have this here, an example. And we will answer according to this one. Lentil soup. Yes. Yes. I've been drinking that for a long time right now, you know? So lentil soup is amazing, yeah. You know, I love mushroom soup. It's beautiful. And this is not just beautiful. It's like beautiful. You know what I mean? Okay. So here we need to use the present continuous. So what we're going to write here? The teacher blanked the door. Not too close. What we going to write here? What we will write here? Remember, present continuous. Remember the formula. Remember the formula. It's like chemical compound. What we going to write here? Number one. The teacher blanked the door. We have a negative and we have an infinitive verb. Okay? Or we can't say infinitive, just like infinitive. You will understand it's a verb. So it needed to be used the verb to be is am-are, and the verb with an ing. So what we are going to use here? Come on, people. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Doesn't closing... Thank you, Miss Savasche. Miss Helen, we cannot use doesn't with the continuous. Remember, the continuous is just the verb to be. So isn't closing. Let me make it small letters. Isn't closing. Very nice. Thank you, Miss Layla. To close is the infinitive. So if I say to you, what is the infinitive? You give me the verb with to. It comes like this. But when you are using the verb, you're taking only close. And in this case, yes, only close, not close. Close, and you're using it. Isn't closing. Very nice. I love you guys. Thank you. Now, to do. Blank, you, blank, washing up. Thank you, Miss Layla. Okay, so what are we going to do here? What we will do here? Present continuous. I know it's a little hard, but let's try. Let's try, beautiful people. Remember, present continuous. Yes. Yes, it can be. Are you doing the washing up? Yes. Perfect. Thank you, Miss Jida. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Layla. Correct. Perfect, yeah. Perfect. I will send you all chocolate to your homes. Give me your addresses right now. I'm just joking. Thank you so much. Are you doing the washing ups? Thank you. Next. They blank the printers. They blank the printers. They are... Oh, I just said that. Thank you, Miss Layla. Sometimes in English you just speak, you know. When you speak, you just express yourself. You're talking a perfect harmony grammar. Thank you, Miss Layla. Thank you, Miss Nursach. Thank you, Miss Jidam. Thank you, Miss Nursach. Yep. Are checking. They are checking the printers. Thank you. To look. To look. To look. Thank you, Mr. TRT. I don't know, Mr. TRT. Welcome to the organization of TRT. I don't. Okay, so is your looking? Is your mother looking? Okay. We have Bilal. He say, "Are your mother looking?" So what do you think? Is or are? We will see your answers. Thank you, Mr. Bilal. Thank you, Miss Layla. Thank you, Miss Jida. Is your mother looking at birds? 5. We blank the checkpoint not to pass. What are we going to write here? Waiting for your answers. Is looking. Is looking. Is looking. Thank you, Miss Layla. Thank you, Miss Helen. Now, number 5. Hit me. We aren't passing the checkpoint. We aren't. Okay. We aren't. I'm sorry, I just jumped to it. Okay, we aren't passing. Appreciate it, guys. Very nice, very smooth answers. So we aren't passing the checkpoint. We aren't passing the checkpoint. So we will not pass the checkpoint. You know what I mean? 6. To try. Aren't passing. Thank you. Perfect. Now, 6. To try. Are trying. Are they? Are they trying? Thank you. Now we try as a study. We don't play with it, just put it. Very good, Miss Asma. Very good. Are they trying to help? Thank you. Very nice. Very nice, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Perfect. Isn't walking. She isn't walking to the center of the town. Isn't walking. Isn't walking. I wrote double L. Excuse me. She isn't walking to the center of the town. She isn't. Very nice. What about number 8? Is running. Running, 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 running. That's a beautiful song, guys. Beyonce. Check the song Running for Beyonce. You will love the song. That's my recommendation. This is from the instructor Ali recommendation. Check Running for Beyonce. Is the police... we can't write is, guys. Come on. Policemen. Plural. Plural. Policemen. Are the policemen... R is correct, Miss Jada. Why you deleted it? Is running is wrong. Are the policemen running? This is a question. Start with an auxiliary verb. Policemen are very and so much. Not policeman. Policemen. Policemen. Not policeman. Are the policemen running into the bank? Yes, are. Yeah, you can't say is because policemen are plural. Remember? 9. Look! Steve's mother blank a frappuccino. Very nice. Yes, are the policemen. Thank you, guys. A frappuccino. I love frappuccino. Look! Steve's mother blank a frappuccino. Now, I did like look because the exclamation marker here. Can you say this? This is for astonishment. Like this. Yes. So, look, Steve's mother is making a frappuccino. I mean, I really miss Starbucks, guys. I will cry right now. However, Starbucks sometimes coffee is not that good, you know? Not that good. Who loves Starbucks coffee? Anyone loves Starbucks coffee? Guys, Starbucks coffee you like? You aren't linking the words correctly. Yes, aren't is correct. Aren't linking. Very nice, very smooth, fellas. Are you ready to check the answers? Definitely I like. Absolutely. Utterly. Completely. Mr. Bilal. Yes, I love Starbucks coffee too. And it's not just the coffee is good. It's the brand, you know, it's the environment, the atmosphere of the coffee. It's beautiful. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check. We are absolutely and utterly correct. However, You have some mistakes. You need to be careful when you have policemen. You're talking about bunch of people. And when you have a grandma, a grandmother, that's one person. We are using is, okay? So be careful what you are using. Now all our answers are cool, perfect. You answered 10 tasks out of 10 correctly. Then we have the 100% percentage correct. So let's clap for ourselves. Thank you guys. That was beautiful. Thank you for answering. Thank you so much. Turkish coffee is also good. I love Turkish. Yes, work the dab. You know what I mean? Very good. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I really hope you comprehend. Yes, congratulations to all. Congratulations to all. Let's do this part. I have so much exercises for you guys. You know, exercises are important because it makes you perfect with your language. Okay? Congratulations. Yes. Yes. Perfect. Love it. Like it, favorite, share it for Justenglish YouTube channel. Okay. So here we have a mixture between both the present simple of present continuous. So let's do the questions and let's see. So we have work here, blank. Come on, guys, come on. No. Chill, relax. I always blank at the alteration on Mondays. That's something regular you do at days. Come on, it's not working. Welcome, Mr. Tariq, welcome. Work, yeah, guys. Work. And I really recommend Rihanna's song, Work. It's beautiful. Come on. I don't care what you say. It's beautiful. Okay. Let me check something. Work, yes. Doing is not enough. Yes. I'm doing. Correct. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. That's beautiful. Right now. Something you're doing right now at the moment. I'm doing my homework right now. Thank you. Doing is not enough. You need to put the verb to be am. Thank you, Mr. Tariq. Yes. Mr. Tariq Varul. Familiar name. Welcome, sir. Question. July blank to work at the moment. At the moment. Is driving. Okay. This time I will not help you. This is your answers, okay? I'm not helping you out. July drives to work at the moment. Mr. Bilal. Question 4. Look, I think she blank sick. Is feeling. I think she is feeling sick. I don't know. Maybe correct. Maybe not correct. We don't know. We will see, guys. We will see. 5. My grandma or my grandmother always blank to bingo on Wednesday. Because there is a look. When I say look, which means Mr. Tariq, why feeling? Because look, I think she feels sick. Now, we are using here the present continuous because it's astonishment. I'm looking like that. It's happening in front of me. However, this is our student's answer. So we will check it's right or wrong. We don't know. So, goes. My mother always goes to bingo. Okay. Goes it is. Okay. 6. She blank chocolate very much. Absolutely welcome, Mr. Tariq. She blank chocolate very much. We have like. What we are going to use here? Likes, Miss Layla said. Likes it is. She likes chocolate very much. Who doesn't love chocolate? I mean, come on. Likes, likes, likes. I blank soccer practice on Tuesdays. What are we going to write here? What are we going to write here? Is liking? Oh my God. No, sir. They chose likes, so I put likes. Okay, we don't know. The student, she said have. I have soccer practice on Tuesday. Okay. 8. I really blank your new hair. Play? What? Oh, no, we have here the verb have. So we are using the verb, Mr. Beni mamakin anlamadım valla. I really, what we going to write here? I really blank your new hair. Like it is. 9. Question. John blank on a project in his room. Work. You need to understand this sentence so that you can understand. Are you using present simple or continuous? So John blank on a project in his room. What is the tense that we are going to use here? What do you think? We have works, work is working. Okay, work is impossible because if it was present simple, we can't use work. And if it was continuous, we can't use work because ing. So it's either continuous or present. We have is working, works. John blank on a project in his room. Okay, let's take the votes. Is working, we have 5 is working. So I will write is working, and after that we will explain why is it correct or not correct. Okay? Question 10 and the last one. We will check the answers. Don't worry, guys. Who wrote works and working, we will know why. Question 10. My dad always his guitar for hours. Why having? There's play. Mr. TRT1K. Why I'm having? Is playing, Mr. Ismail said. My dad is always playing. And remember, can you see always? Here is the adverb of frequency, which comes before the verb and after the verb to be. So, is playing. I don't know if I could write the sentence or how, but let's check it out together. Are you ready? Oh, guys, you are amazing. You are spectacular. You are amazing and like out of the question amazing people. Thank you, guys. Like result is 10 out of 10. All of them correct. Your time is 12. Oh my God, this is because I prepared the class, so it takes time. So let's check the answers. Why this answer is like this? Success. Always. Thank you, Mr. Tariq. Thank you, Miss Layla. Thank you, Mr. Ismail. Always. Yes. Now here we answered the questions. We have a question someone asked about. Here. We wrote here is working. Am I right? Yes, it is. Marvelous. Yes, it is. Congratulations to all of us. Now, here, John on a project in his room. Why I used is working? Because I am talking about something that he is doing in his room. he's doing, which means right now, as while we are speaking, he's doing something there in his room. Now that's why we didn't use works. John works on a project in his room. That's incorrect. Absolutely and utterly incorrect, because he's doing something at his room right now while we are speaking. Now that's why. Here, let's see here. Chocolate, Mondays. Here is also, I need you to be careful, guys. Okay, here you need to understand the sentence. And here, when I am telling you something very important, guys, for your English, you need to understand the culture of the English language. Because how I understand what I can put here, present continuous or simple, because I understand how the situation it is. So before, I believe Mr. Tariq questions this, as he said, why it not feels, why is feeling? My answer was like, because look, here is the keyword. This is an indicator. This can help you in the sentence. There is so much words that can help you to choose the tense of the verb that you need. Yes, Mr. Tariq, exactly. So look, we are looking right now. That's what we are seeing right now. So I really recommend for you is to not understand grammar as it is. I want you to understand the culture. Why we are using this specific grammar here. Why we are using this specific structure here. So I need to understand the sentence. But I am Turkish. I am from, I don't know, I'm from Italy. I'm from France, Germany. My English is not my first language, okay? So I need to understand the culture. How I understand the culture? Then you need to watch movies, you need to understand the songs, stand-up comedy, understand the famous people names, because this is how culture goes. Like American people and British people are always used to the fact that situation happen, they make fun of celebrities, of their president and so on. So we need to understand the culture. Yeah, Miss Dark. Yes, exactly. This is how we think, sir. I look at the sentence, I feel, I read this very fast, and I want to answer. Now that's wrong. We need to read it little so that we can understand it. And it goes all with the tenses and everything. Yes, people. Yes. So from today we all discussed about present continuous and present simple, and we checked so much examples for all present simple and present continuous. So I want you guys to please try to do your best to practice your English, to understand the culture, and to understand the people that they are speaking the actual English language. That will help you so much with your grammar if you have problems. And grammars, there are always exceptions in grammar. So keep that in mind. So that's it for me. This is a wrap. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your answers. Thank you for your questions. And thank you for your doubts, because this is how we learn. Mistakes, questions, doubt, why this, why that. I really thank you so much for today. And this is all for today. I hope you understood the lesson. If you understood, please comment under the video when they will post the video. Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for your support. Thank you for your efforts. I appreciate you, and thank you for being here with me today. Thank you so much. Please stay safe, stay quarantined, and thank you to all of you. I appreciate it. Please stick together here. We have lesson at 2. junior A1. If you have any kids, if you have any children or any junior in your family, bring him to the YouTube channel and let's watch the lesson from 2 to 4, a junior A1. Thank you so much. Stay quarantined. Have a spectacular day. See you on another class, another lesson.